colorful world of India doesn't, the animation doesn't really go beyond children's cartoons. So he had a vision of like we have to bring animation like in the West, like in the Japan, and he had that thought, and of course they also shared the same vision, but to Hotstar also shared the same vision. Then we realized, okay, we have the right kind of people, so we associate with them, and they can take it forward. And then we had long story discussions with Sharad. It was very difficult decision for me to break myself from Bahubali and give it to Sharad and say, please take it forward from there. It's a very hard decision. Initially, I thought I wouldn't let him do anything with it without my consent. Then gradually I realized I have to let go. But before letting go, I took them through the process of how we made Bahubali. What are the characters, what are the conflicts, and if you have to take it out, you write any story you want, you create any characters that you want to. But there is a soul of Bahubali that resonated with the Indian audience or audience across the world, wherever it played well. So I tried to explain them what that soul was. Yeah, he understood my love for the for the Bahubali characters and the story, and he grasped it. And he and his team worked beautifully, creating the characters, creating the story arc, creating the character arcs, and they came up with Crown of Blood. I'm so happy the way it turned out.
We are truly honored, sir, and we are so looking forward to watch the series Bahubali Crown of Blood. And with that, I'll move forward to Sharad Devarajan Garu. With the recent success of The Legend of Hanuman and the upcoming Bahubali Crown of Blood, both championed by Sharad Devarajan Garu, it seems like animation in India is really taking off. So how do you feel about this animation boom, especially with the backing of Disney plus Hotstar? And what was it like bringing the grand world of Bahubali to life in animation, working alongside the visionary director, S.S. Rajamouli Garu?
There's a lot of questions, but first, thank you for everyone here. And let me just say I'm so humbled by the words from both of you and really moved. I mean, this has been a personal life mission of mine to try and help change the perception of our animation, our character entertainment industry for the world. And even here, where it was just seen for kids. And I'll never forget, watching the first Bahubali films and, experiencing them. And to me, they took me into a place of wonder. They were unlike anything I had ever seen in my life. And the vision that you brought to the screen, sir, was so, captivating for anybody. But more than that, it was so iconic in the archetypes, the characters, so uniquely Indian. It still moves me every time I watch it. And what I think was so amazing when we first spent time talking, and Shobhu and I had been starting to this journey about how do we think about the Bahubali universe, the audience had seen was only the tip of the iceberg. And when I saw the richness of the world you created, the amount of research and amount of story that was there far beyond what anyone had seen on the screen, that is also the reason the films were such a success. Because that love, that care, that attention is rarely brought by any filmmaker around the world before the film is made. I think the history of all of Indian cinema, and probably global cinema, will be defined as before Bahubali and after Bahubali. So the incredible honor to be able to work with everybody here on this stage and have this journey where we can try and do something different with animation for this country. Where, I think the risk-taking you took in those films was the thing that we struggled to try and epitomize as much as that soul of the characters and that heart that you really brought to them. I hope that the audiences find it well. Similar with Legend of Hanuman, I think in both this, we're trying to change the narrative in the country to not think of animation as a medium, but as a genre, I should say, as genre only for kids, but a medium where the greatest storytellers can come and craft whatever story they want, a visual storytelling medium that can really express deep senses of emotion, characterization, drama, as sophisticated as any other live action medium that people will see. We have seen this in the rest of the world, but the hope, and my hope, is that people watch this series and almost forget it's an animation. Just get captivated into the characters and story, into the world of it. And, and if we can capture even 1/1,000,000th of the amazing, brilliance that you were able to do as a director and a creator, I will consider it my life's work as a success. So, and I will say from the start of this journey, Shobu, has been really such a supportive friend, mentor, and helper in us trying to figure out how do we take those risks, how do we do something special, and how do we push the boundaries of this franchise, which is beloved by millions of people. And these characters touch everyone's heart. And with Sharad Kelkar's voice coming back to reprise the role of Bahubali, as so many people in the Hindi markets have heard him in that role and really associated with him, instantly, we're hoping that people will feel that connection. I had the great fortune of working together with him when he played Ravan in our Legend of Hanuman series. So, he's played two of the most iconic, roles, but such incredible gravitas to the work you bring, and I'm hopeful that the rest of India will see what we're trying to do with animation here as just something that is going to push the boundaries and allow a lot of young filmmakers, creators, and people across this country to tell their stories in this medium. And I just want to finally thank Gaurav, because I will say that without him, none of this would have been possible. It is very rare that the biggest animation company in the world, Disney, took a risk on an adult animation, pushing the boundaries, but it is also very much the DNA of someone like Gaurav, who really, I think, saw the potential early on and saw the power to promote this, just like he would any other big series, to bring it to the market in that way and really showcase it in that way to the audiences. So, in the history books, if animation ever does take off in this country, Gaurav, it'll be largely also because of your incredible role in allowing audiences to really experience it in this new way, and it has been an incredible honor, my friend.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sharad there. Thank you, sir. That was very well said, and no doubt Rajamouli Garu is putting all the trust in all of you, and he is happy about it because he has found his tribe. So that's why he said, I'm putting my trust in them because I've found the people to be associated with. So moving forward to, yes, Shobu Yarlagada Garu. You have created one of the most opulent cinematic experiences for Indian audiences through the Bahubali movies and have a massive fan base for the franchise. How did you envision creating this world on a digital platform like Disney Plus Hotstar?
Good evening, everyone. So like Rajamouli said, when we started writing World of Bahubali, the films, we realized that it is much more than films, and films being just one part of the whole. So the way we looked at it is we have the world of Bahubali, the characters, the worlds, and the many multiple things inside, and then films are one part. And then there are multiple, there's VR games, books, and animation being one part of it.